23 years of experience in teaching. He is currently working as professor and head of the Department of Software and System Engineering in the School of Information Technology and Engineering at VIT, Vellore. His research interests are in network security, knowledge system, and database systems. He had contributed towards research projects on agriculture, healthcare, and other related domains. He had published research articles in reputed journals, books, and book charters, etc. He had served in different roles in various academic institutions across country and represented various research bodies. He is a notable research supervisor in VIT and Anna University, where 15 PhD scholars have completed their research work under his guidance. Being an active member in professional bodies, he had contributed for student community and received several awards for including ISTE Best Performance Award across state in the year 2016 and CSI State Level Student Coordinator Award in the year 15 and 16 and so on. So thanks for giving me a chance to brief about our resource person and my guru. So let me hand over this call to Mr. Dr. SHANTHARAJAH to deliver this lecture. So thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, Professor Prasanna.
Yes, sir.
It is so great to associate with you all in this nice morning. First and foremost, I wish to thank the management, principal, and the Department of Computer Science faculty members for giving me a wonderful chance to share with you all in this nice always gathering. Friends, my sincere thanks to my good old friend Dr. Kannan sir and his faculty members, the organizers, Dr. Prasanna, Dr. Ramya, Dr. Balakrishnan, for being in touch with me throughout this till this beginning of this program. My special thanks to Dr. Prasanna, but he was using big words like guru and all. It's not that guru and all, we're all friends. Anyway, thank you for bringing me here. Thank you so much. Let me share the session, the slide. Friends, I have a small request from my side. Let this not be a very formal meeting. Instead, let us have like a interactive session so that it will be better, I feel. Otherwise, I have to talk alone here and I'll be not knowing whether people are observing, right? So let it be as per this. I feel it would be so convenient if we have some, some interactive sessions. First of all, am I audible to every one of you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I think you are able to see the slides.
Yeah.
Is the slides moving, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is slides
yes,
moving?
Professor. Yes, Professor.
Fine,
yes,
fine,
Professor.
Fine. So today I'm going to concentrate. I'm not concentrating on COVID, but of course, I wish to convey you the blockchains, IoT, how it is connected together, and what can we do with this. In fact, professors, I wish to convey you one important thing such that even we can start our own startups. In fact, we can ask our students, or else we can ask our research scholars to do some work. Believe my words, it is not fun. This is seriously, other than research, we can start small thing using blockchains, and we can do wonderful work in this. Once if you get into that work, definitely you will feel amazed of this and you will do some wonders, I'm sure. So let me I'm sure this is the second day. Yesterday definitely you might have some intro about this blockchain, because blockchain is upcoming. So I'm not sure how many of you are thorough with this, but of course blockchains would tell you, in the earlier sessions might have conveyed you about blockchains. Actually, to be frank, IoT is a different part, blockchain is a different concept. But of course, my appreciation to Department of Computer Science, Mahindra College, Mahindra Engineering College, right, for bringing this together, because in this upcoming trends, we can connect these these things in the sense blockchain concepts with IoT, and we can bring more laurels to the society. You can do so many work. In fact, one point of time, you'll become a good businessman, I'm telling you. Such a way, resource and research both helps a lot in making this. So it's a wonderful chance for you all to get into this blockchain with IoT. So, friends, actually, in my presentation, first let me say few things literally. Then I will explain uh, what challenges we can face in three different applications, right? I have just gone vertical, different verticals. One on the land, that is agriculture. Another one on the sea, right? Fisheries, food products. Then I will take connected with COVID also, right? Yeah, because actually my topic is post COVID. So after COVID, after lockdown, how lifestyle has changed, where blockchain IoT, how it is contributing. In order to do this, in order to make this trends so successful, what challenges we can face. So I'll list out few challenges in one particular domain, because it's highly difficult to discuss all the domains. Later we can think over which domain is convenient for us. Actually, professors, you can choose any of the domain whichever is convenient for you, that particular area, what are the challenges we face, and what new things we can bring. It's not even research, even we can do wonders. So top industries have started working on this. So let me start with a little theory, then I'll tell you a story, like a quite interesting concept actually. One example I tell you with fish, right? Then I'll migrate to another field. Then I'll touch upon what way blockchain and IoT has contributed for COVID. Then we'll discuss what in current trends in industry, or across globe, or in Indian scenario, who are all the people working on blockchain, what kind of things. Then we can think over what best we can contribute to this particular field. Right, friends. Let me start with this. Definitely, in the earlier topics, in the introduction of blockchain, definitely they might have conveyed about e-currencies, e-crypto systems. So, uh, friends, am I right? I think early sessions, definitely they might have conveyed about blockchain intro, and there they might have conveyed about cryptocurrencies. Am I right, friends? Dear participants,
Yeah,
let us have a interactive session. Let it not be like very formal, right?
yeah, Shantaraj
As
sir. Yesterday we had only the IoT concepts on that and
okay,
something
sir.
on the basics of blockchains.
Blockchain. That's fine,
We
sir.
are
Thank
not
you, sir.
touched much more on the cryptocurrencies and all those things. So
Oh,
what the
fine, sir. Fine,
blockchain?
sir.
So
Anyway,
what are the advantages of that particular thing? How it is? That is only the four concepts on that, major concepts.
fun.
That's all.
Great, sir. Great, sir. Then I'll just give glimpse of this,
Yeah.
friends. The currencies actually, we are using the currencies across globe. Every country is using the currencies. But nowadays, no, through online, currencies are transferred, and people believe that such currencies are valid. Of course, as per government policies in India, we have not accepted. Of course, many of the countries still they are in a position to adopt this. But anyway, how people are using means, see, currency is transmitted by its e-currency. That e-currency is it is transferred across countries to handle like money, but still people are afraid of using it. But those who are using, they believe it is valid currency, because the data is highly secured. So in the intro, definitely they might have conveyed about advantage of blockchain. There, the blockchain has got a very good security concepts. That's what we call cryptocurrencies. Currencies with security mechanisms, like cryptologists. So as cryptography is used there, they call that as cryptocurrencies. So this cryptocurrency, where when it was started, it was so successful for financial things. But government policies are not accepting countries like us, but it is worldwide. People are using it. In fact, top people, they are using these cryptocurrencies. So financially, as it made a successful in that particular sector, that means finance sector, then people felt, that means expert felt, why not we use, earlier we have used with finance, why not we use this technology, it's a good technology in the emerging fields of today's field. Then they started using this blockchain concepts. Actually, as you all know, blockchain is nothing but I'll just make a brief. Block by block, you are going to create information. That information you are going to append chain by chain, which means, say, you have an information. That information is stored at one end. Similarly, related information occurs at another place, that will appended. Third consecutive information is added there. Likewise, we have. So suppose the third person wants to get some information, immediately he can trace back from the first, second, third, because it is appended together. It is like a consolidated mark sheet of ours. So first semester is over. That's it. First semester mark sheet. That's it. The mark sheet will be with the student. Now second semester exams are over, right? Mark sheet is with the student. Third semester, again, third semester mark sheet only now will be displayed now. Seeing the third semester mark sheet, you may not be knowing whether the student has passed in the first and second. Then there should be connection of chain of informations. So likewise, first semester mark sheet is kept in one block, second semester is another block of information, third semester another block. So actually this block, earlier it was kept in separate block, so you may not get the clear data. You have to go to every place and check whether it is right or wrong. You have to go to the first semester portal, you have to check whether the student is passed or not. Then you have to go for second semester portal likewise. Now it is chain of information. Once you take the third semester, automatically it will connect to second and second will connect to first. Likewise, we have the chain of informations. So using this concept, expert felt, why not we use this for making smart systems or expert systems, or why not intelligent systems likewise. So they started using integrating so many things. When I say so many things, so many equipments, devices likewise, so IoT comes into the picture. So this is way how they started doing this. As I told you, once a currency comes to us, we may not be knowing whether valid currency. So it will have a chain of information to connect it to some authorized body. So the authorized body will authenticate this currency has originated from this place. It has transferred to this country for this purpose. From there, it is migrated to this country. From there, it has come to you for such a purpose. So it is valid till now. So if that is invalid, that also will be displayed. So as it is secured with cryptography, the data are highly secured. So that is what people felt. Why not we use secure data for intelligent systems? With this, I'll just get into this. So we started thinking of why not we connect IoT, because I'm not going to coverage of other things. I'm going to cover blockchain with IoT. So as you all know, IoT, it is connected with many digital systems like drone or transmitters or everything. So integrating with IoT has helped a lot in building big infrastructures. So there are enterprise blockchain. It has given big credentials to this society to make use of IoT with blockchains. But still, these are all under research, and one by one, it is keep on moving. First, let us see what are the recognitions, acknowledgement we are getting. So as you all know, IoT has given a big transformations. I'll tell you how people will accept this, right? Little later in the forthcoming slides. So once you can connect, because if you take down the line 15, 20 years, not 15, 20 years before, when I was working with some agriculture related work, then we said that why not we give mobile phones to farmers. You won't believe, friends, everybody were laughing at us. How come a farmer will use mobile? But today, none of you will laugh. You will agree my point, because today it has become a common platform for everyone to use the mobile phones, including farmers. So likewise, one particular in the sense, it is not far off. It is very near future. Definitely, we are going to use IoT in a bigger manner. Even today's world, we started using IoT. I'll show you the graph little later. What's the contribution of IoT in today's world? So IoT has transformed a lot, connecting with different sensors, with creating different infrastructures. So year by year, it is growing, but once you connect with different device, it will transmit data. That's it. What about the security? Security is a question mark. Then, in the previous slide, I told you a concept called as blockchain, which has security. Then we felt, we in the sense experts, scientists, or big IT giants, they felt, why not we connect blockchain, which has got it has got promising technology towards security. At the same time, data cannot be tampered. That is most important thing, friends. Here, there is no mutation in the data. Data are very pakka. As like as I told you, it's like consolidated mark sheet. If you take the mark sheet, you could see all the semesters together. Likewise, you have block of semester one, semester two, semester three. You believe, because the mark sheet has been issued by Anna University, so you believe it is not printed by someone, some XYZ. So likewise, we have some promising technology with pakka transparent, with high security. So data is secured here, whereas in IoT, security is a question mark, but it will give data. So if you connect IoT and blockchain, you will get data, but where to store data, where to safeguard, then you can concentrate on blockchain. Now IoT, blockchain can be connected together. So that's what in IT field, blockchain, there's a name for the blockchain, which is termed as the trust machine. So the trust machine, which is nothing but the blockchain, helps to bring more and more security, where you cannot breach even a single data. So once you connect blockchain with IoT, you can bring a novel, a modern, a different variety of you got to say IoT with blockchain to safeguard data into a different domain. So with this intro, I told you blockchain has got security and it can store data, most important. So wherever you want, from anywhere, you can access the data, provided if you are authorized person. That is also most important, because unauthorized person, he has nothing to do with it. So only authorized people can access the data, that too safely. From where we'll get data? If you connect with different variety of sensors, you can get any data from any environment. So for that, we are using IoT. So these are some of the recognitions. Let us see the World Health Organization, right? It has launched a tool called Mipasa, that to last year, which is used for sharing of private data but confidential. That's most important. So here, blockchain technology as connected for enabling informations which holds private data, which is highly secured again, which need to be secured, because health data or sensitive data about an individual person, because no, suppose once someone is going for a treatment, that is sensitive data, it need to be safeguarded. So these data cannot be shared to others. Say for example, X and Y are authorized people. Though they are authorized, X data should not be shared to Y, Y data should not be shared to X, because it is secret, it's their personal data. So for that, still blockchain has got more concepts. So that's what World Health Organization also is supporting a lot with. When they support with IT, they are ready to accept blockchain concepts. So such a way, it has got so many informations. And if you take COVID like informations, which is being segregated across different parts of the country. So state authorities can collect data, they can keep the data safely, they can take some decision making. Okay, these are the areas. Say for example, Namakkal was affected a lot. Let us not allow the Salem people to enter into Namakkal. Something like that. So region wise, patient wise, crowded area, everything is taken into account. So such a way. In order to collect these data, we connect with IoT. and we store all those data with the concept of blockchain. So I've given the intro with this, right, friends? Let us see initially what the challenges we face, right? See, as we are dealing with data, the data has got value. That's most important. As the data comes in chain by chain, we have to hold the track. While handling the track, there should not be any compromise by the hackers. So it's very critical to track the data. But we have strong concepts in blockchain such that it handles the events, handle the chain easily, such that you can collect the data, past data, present data, and immediate present, all this data, and which can be used for analysis. So big data also can be used by connecting with this kind of concepts, right, friends? So the data is captured, that is most important. Captured data is to be stored somewhere, right? So you have to maintain the traceability by tracking events. So the data element has to be kept in a safer way, and it has to be traced successfully. That's most important. If you take a product, the product may have subcomponents that also need to be taken into account in this line of access. So that is what blockchain plays very crucial role and important play in this particular concept. That too, if you take blockchain, still for COVID, they have used a lot, but what to say, predictions for COVID was that could not be done because nobody expected COVID. But nowadays, based on the current scenario, still experts are working with this, with the concept of blockchain for what to say, for antivirus and other concepts. So if the next virus comes, there is chances for predicting very earlier, because such a way, by collecting the data from the blockchain concepts, people started working on it, right, friends? Still, I'll spend a few minutes for theoretical, just to give the intro. Then I'll go for a story-like explanation. Then we'll see how we use blockchains. Friends, as we are using for healthcare and other things, we have to bind with the rules and regulations by the government. So theoretically, accordingly only we have to incorporate with technical, because that is one of the challenges our IT people has. Whatever application we develop, whatever we create, we have to be we are governed by some authorities. So accordingly only we have to go. For that also we have provisions in the blockchain, because unauthorized content or unfamed content or defamed content cannot be included here. Such a way blockchain environment supports a lot. One point. Secondly, it ensures these policies can be executed by exchanging of information, because this data is stored in chain of information with different blocks. So data need to be exchanged. So it has to ensure that policy is maintained, right? Whether it is satisfied or not, all those things. If the rules are not met, then automatically it will deny the operations. That is biggest success of this. Because if the rules doesn't meet, it will collapse, right? Because it's not that simply we are storing the information, collecting the information. We have to look for what is the world says by authentications. So it maintains immutability, because there are hackers. I'm telling you, friends, hackers are so brilliant. They can enter into any field, but because they know what kind of security concepts will be used. That is what the blockchain use cryptocurrencies, not cryptocurrencies, cryptographic concepts. As you all know, cryptography is wonderful concepts which has security concepts. Thereby, you cannot mute any of the data. So mutability is highly difficult. So immutability is maintained. These are the initial things we have to take into account. Based on this, there are many concepts are getting emerged. How? See, leading organizations are they're using different technologies, different applications. So everything are connected with different sensors. So technical people, scientists, many people, they work with different resources. So that is what we go for chain of information, nothing but blockchain network, right? Here, friends, we have a concept, right, where smart contracts. So smart contracts, nothing but, see, as I told you, you need to access the data. How to access the data? See, a student is going for a job. His academic credentials need to be verified. What they'll do, they'll give to private agency. The private agency, either they have to connect to university or else they have to connect to the concerned institution. The institution would say you connect to department, and department would say you connect to such a division. They will verify the mark sheets, right? Likewise, so we have, see, it comes from the request comes with different levels. Instead, if this is being created in a proper chain of information, then the person, I mean the private agency or whoever it is, so they should have a smart contract between each other such that you can access my data. So if they are able to access the data, then immediately they'll get the verification of the particular student, whether he's right or wrong. Similarly, passport verification. Likewise, so many things are there, right? So smart contracts efficiently definitely governs all these informations. For this, again, we have to connect with different verticals, different concepts, finally different sensors. Of course, for verifying the mark sheet, we don't go with much sensor. When you go for healthcare related things, we go with sensors. Right, friends? You know, I'm rushing with theory. I'm talking so fastly because I know bugging with theory, people cannot sit. I know well. So now you can understand why I use blockchain concepts. Then I said sensor. I'm going to connect sensors with blockchain. So IoT with blockchain. So in today's revolution, because IT is the biggest revolution in India, of course globally, but India has got big boon because of IT field, no doubt. So in this revolutionary, the digital platform has taken blockchain, and what all the technologies connected with this, all those are taken, and we started tracking the resources through the people or through business or any concepts, thereby avoiding illegal, unethical happenings, which should not damage the environment. So all those things we have to take into account. Such a way we have created a digital platform with big revolution. So blockchain plays important role. In order to connect data, we have taken IoT. Friends, I'm just getting into important term called as DLT, distributed ledger technology. Because I told you, from one remote area, you will fetch an information from another location, which you cannot access. Otherwise, you have to go with different levels. If you are connected, then you will get the data. How to get the data? We all know from old days we use ledgers. Even our own days, even right. If I want to verify your TC, what you will do? You will give your TC. I have to take the TC to your school, and they will maintain ledger. In the ledger, that your data will be there. When all your particulars, in fact, birth certificate, everything will be there, right? When you born, who is your father, mother, to which section you belong to, when did you join the school, when you left the school, whether you completed, all those things will be there. That is transfer certificate, TC, right? It's the maintained ledger. Likewise, here, a ledger is digitally maintained, right? It is connected with different technologies. That's what we call distributed ledger technology. So this concept is being incorporated in blockchain. Now we are connecting blockchain with IoT. So IoT collects more data and it gives different blocks. There, this ledger holds all the information with chain of informations. So you can connect with machine to machine transactions, thereby you get all the informations. Right, friends? As I told you, blockchain with IoT, we get so many informations. Leading industries, they started acknowledging these concepts nowadays. Because very recently, even till before lockdown also, blockchain was kept separately, IoT was kept separately. Nowadays, people started using, of course, IoT was used by for variety of applications, but with blockchain, it is emerging. So when I say IoT, chips, sensor, actuators, so many things are embedded. It will transmit data. Friends, again I'm telling you, IoT actually it will emit only signals. To be frank, it will emit only signal. It is our work. Our work in the sense, our techies, IT techies only, our guys only converts this signal into data. That data we handle in the system. There we use different types of analytics. So we have many analytic capabilities. Thereby, you can bring different decision making, support systems, knowledge systems, business process, intelligence, so many things. But all this data can be handled in blockchain with the concept called as DLT, distributed ledger technology. So IoT will pass information there and it will store the informations. How scalable is this data? As we connect with blockchain, the security, right, plays important role. Thereby, your data is highly scaled, and we maintain the integrity of the data. For this, we have to face so many challenges, no doubt. If you handle the data, sorry, if you handle these challenges, then easily you can get this. Right, friends? Let me limit the theoretical part. I'm sure almost for 35 minutes I have bugged you with much theory because, as Professor said at the intro, you are seeing what is the advantage of blockchain in the previous sessions. So I have given the glimpse of blockchain and IoT. You all know well. It is any device you connect, you call as IoT. Now we are going to collect and store informations. Let us see with some popular applications. I'm going to concentrate on two different applications and I'm going to show you what challenges it will face, right? And what way we can bring new things, such as things, right? Right, friends. The Food and FAO, we call the Food and Agriculture Organizations of United Nations. Last year, they have conducted a forum in the Rome, right? So they acknowledge blockchain applications in the seafood chains. I'll tell you why I have chosen seafood chain. Friends, I'm going to tell you one story, like not exactly story. I'm going to say a scenario where how blockchain is used. So seafood value chain, why we have taken the is, you can ask me, sir, is seafood comes in chain? Yes, because early days only, fish is caught in the water body, immediately it is used at the coastal area. Sometimes they'll put some ice and they'll take to some remote place. Nowadays, fish is caught in the mid sea and it comes to the shore after some days. From there, it is given to the mid of the plains area where you don't have coastal area, right? Say, for example, fish that is caught at Kerala or Kadalur, anywhere, it is taken to mid of Salem also. So anyway, it it is goes hands on hands to remote area, far off places. In fact, you can take up to Kashmir also. Sometimes you process and you export, right? So many things. Sometimes you pack. After packing, it will go to some far off countries and they'll use it after 6 months also. So after 6 months also, a fruit product is being utilized. So what happened to this what happened to this particular food product in the past 6 months? That you can trace it out. That's the point I wish to convey you here. So I given the intro. So how best you maintain this? That is what. So as per statistics, nowadays, right, in today's trends, that means 2 years before they have taken the report. Friends, I'll tell you, whatever report I've taken is 1 year, 2 years before. Always government will take the report and it will be released after a year only. So it is latest data only. 35% of global fish production, right, has entered into international trade. So as it is crossing country to country, I have taken this particular example. Again, repeat, 35% of global fish is with international trade only. That means you can understand. So some fish will be caught in India, it will be sold at UK. You can ask me why in UK don't they have ocean? They have ocean. They may like our Indian Ocean fish. That's the point, right? Because now our people like Chinese noodles, no, right? Can't we eat our idiyappam? We can eat our idiyappam, but still we look for noodle which is not our food at all. Likewise, you can, right? Anyway, I'll get into the popular application. Intel also, friends. Intel also, they are quite popular. They also have given a demo in the name of Hyperledger in 1.5 years, sorry, 2 years before, in one forum called as Hyperledger 2018. They have displayed their Hyperledger. It is a platform creating and managing blockchain, that too mainly for seafood. So now you can understand, seafood people are working on it. So Intel himself has got into, means you can train, right? This is what for? This is to share the knowledge and experience, right? How they gain informations, right? Connecting with blockchain. That means you can trace the information of the seafood. That's it. After 6 months, if you eat also, you can understand from where the seafood comes from, right, friends? Friends, those who have not listened so far, they can now concentrate. If you feel that theory is boring, now you can see this particular application. This application alone will tell you what is blockchain. For those who are new to the blockchain, they can look into this. Others, casually, you can see this. In fact, this particular scenario I explained in one of the recent forums. Right, friends. Friends, before I just have a cross check. Am I audible? Is my slides clear?
Yes, Professor.
Fine, fine, sir, fine, sir. So I'm showing a fish picture, right, sir? Is this slide you're seeing on?
Yes, Professor, it's viewable.
Yeah, thank you, Professor. Right. Now, a fisherman is catching a fish in one particular area. Right? Say, for example, northeast part of Indian Ocean, something like you can take. So, northeast part of Indian Ocean, a fish being caught by a person. So, once he catch the fish, he'll tag. He'll tag. The tag is nothing but maybe a barcode or any coded information which you can scan and retrieve information. So you're fixing up. You affix a code, which is maybe as I told you, maybe RFID code, whatever it is, you're fixing up. So now this fish is being put into the boat, and the person who is in the boat, they'll take and put it into the rack. Later, it comes to the shore. In the shore, they'll offload from the boat, right? They'll check the tags. See if there are, if you take the fish in a bulk manner, for an entire bulk, you can fix one code. But once you segregate and give to various hands, the same tag should be given to every hand. That's most important. Say, for example, the tag is tag XYZ. Then for one lot, you make it as XYZ. So one lot, if you make it multiple, say, for example, 10 lots, all the 10 lots, you have to affix that XYZ. But it goes to various hands. So it comes to shore. In the shore, you may give to domestic market, or you may give to a big salesperson or whoever it is. Sometimes you give to a big shopper. He will take to another area. So on transit, you pack, you fix up the tag again. It will be on transit. Now you see the code XYZ is fixed at the catchment area where you catch the fish. So now it has come to shore, whether the same day or next day or after a week, whatever it is. The code contains an information when it was caught, which fisherman company, right? Which location. That means the fisherman cannot enter all this information. But such a way we have the mechanism such that you connect to GPS, you connect to GIS, so many things. So it tells you which location, which time, when it was caught, everything. Similarly, once it's come to shore, again, when you distribute to too many people, then the tag is attached. Then it will append the information. So you can understand the word, right? Append. Append is nothing but adding the information to the last. I told we come with chain of information. Previously, I told you semester 1 over. Now semester 2, you are adding information. Semester 3, you are adding information. Likewise, here the fish comes from sea. Now coming to shore, you are adding information. So which date, which company, everything is added. Now you are packing as a lot and you put into the transport. Now it is entered. right? This information is added here. Then it is carried to different locations through a container. There also this tag plays a role here. This tag tells you what type of fish it is, whether it is processed or not, or if it is kept only in ice, how long it will maintain, whether it requires some refrigeration. I say refrigeration, whether chillness, cooling temperature, all these things. So accordingly, your transport container will supply the refrigeration, which means the chillness. So the so right, when the chillness goes down, then automatically it will automatically increase the chillness. When it will go down, when it will increase, if the container travel across some desert area or hot places, then you need more chillness. Then your refrigeration, chilling power or chilling plant will increase more. If you are traveling towards hill station, then chillness is normally maintained, then you need not increase. See, these are some of the automations. How do you know all those things? Based on the tag that is fixed along the fish. So now the fish is transferred to various hands. After going to multiple hands, one point of time it goes to one particular location where it is stored. Stored in the sense, I mean the this fish. Here, the fish may be processed by the business person, or one people will clean the fish. There also you fix the tag. Another person will clean and again he will replace the ice, keep the tag. Another one will cut. He will he will remove the dirty things and he'll keep only the full fish by preserving. Preservation also keep the tag. Another people, you could have seen many tinned pack nowadays. Tinned pack, no, they clean everything. They will slice. They'll put in many pieces. Then again, it is packed with either polythene pack or tin pack. Everywhere this tin is, I mean, the code is affixed. So now, suppose you take the pack from the any place, you scan and you retrieve the information. What you will retrieve? Once you scan, it will tell you where it was caught, where it was transmitted, where it was transferred, which package, what temperatures was maintained, everything you'll get information so that you can understand the live information about this. This is transparent. But friends, again tell you it is immutable information. Nobody could tamper the information, right? Because we use blockchain concepts, right? I'm coming back to the scenario. You can scan and retrieve the information. If it is from the pack, you scan and you retrieve the information from the pack. So once you retrieve the information from the pack, it tells you whether the product is live. Live in the sense whether it is valid commodity to eat. Likewise, because if it is expired, it would tell you it is expired, but definitely it may not be. Right? Excuse friends, I just take a cup of hot water. Thank you. Friends, if it is packed, you can trace, you can scan and trace the information. If it is cooked food, when you go to a hotel, it may be a cooked food. So in the cooked food, along with the food, the tag will come to you. There you scan the tag, it will tell you the code may be any code, maybe any type of QR code even. You trace this code, it tells you when it was caught, when it was served to you. So down the line, friends, most important thing I wish to share you now, down the line, you could see the day of catchment area from which sea till date it reached you. Everything is lined up here, right? Without tampering of any information, in a pakka way. In a pakka way approach, it will come here. Once you taste, you'll understand. Okay, suppose if you feel it's a tasty, delicious food, then you can acknowledge. The most important point I wish to share you here is you can acknowledge the fisherman, right? Saying that this fish is so superb, which has been caught in northeast part of Indian Ocean. Then you can ask me, how come it is? In fact, you can give a tip, right? You can give tips. The tips not to the server who serve the food. You can give a tips to the fisherman because, friends, catching the fish without damaging your pack, that's most important. once it is hooked up, there are no fishermen experts are there. Cleverly they handle the fish such that there should not be any damage. If there is no damage, then the flesh will remain or regain as it is as fresh as it is caught today. Right? That means as like live fish, you get it. By seeing the picture, I understand your mouth watering. I see that. But anyway, when it is mouth watering, you just think of how delicious this food is. Now you can give tips to the fisherman. Then you can ask me how the money will go to fisherman. In between, we have the biggest plus point in blockchain is middleman has no work. That middleman may be a authorized person or maybe a hacker, whoever it is, they cannot do anything, they cannot tamper. Once you fix up a tips of 150 rupees, something like, automatically it will go to the person, the first person who handle this fish. Whoever you want, you can give, right? You can acknowledge. And similarly, the fisherman will get credentials from you, and through you, many customers he will get it. Not only this, in blogs you will write, northeast part of Indian Ocean fish are superb. So that's a fish, that fisherman community gets more business, and many business people will focus towards that. Of course, you could see, nowadays one particular product, people promote. This is good. This is super. Likewise, OVR Army, Big Boss. People says no. So likewise, you would say Indian Ocean, Northeast, this particular fish, something like. So all things comes into this. It's not only a promotion. I'm telling you, this will increase the livelihood of a farmer. Thereby, the fisherman, farmer in the sense fisherman. Thereby, a fisherman community will go up. That society also grows, and in turn, the entire society will grow up. So, because of the blockchain concepts, a society is growing up. That is the thing we should. Thereby, government is getting some returns. Right? Additional information. Now, the fish is served to you. When I told you only the information, chain of information. Now I'm telling you in which oil it was prepared, what are ingredients added. That is also there. So thereby you understand the fish is delicious either by ingredients or because of the real taste of the water. Sometimes in particular sea, I mean the ocean, northeast part of Indian Ocean, you may have some fauna. Fauna means you can understand, right? Some plants which this particular fish will eat. So you can understand that it is a organic type of plant, or it's a sea plant, no doubt. It's a sea plant, which is your medicinal plant maybe. So you might have come across, right? You could say in southeast of Arabian Sea, in Kerala we have some what do you call medicinal plant. Those medicinal plants are eaten by these fish. So this fish plus is good for health. Something like you'll get some informations. Likewise, of course, we talk about omega fats. Omega fat we say as medicinal one. How come it is? It comes from such a fish. Likewise, you get all the informations. This how you get milk. That is, information is appended block by block, chain by chain. It comes. You retrieve, you trace, and get the fish. Sorry, get the fish. I'm talking about the fish. You get the information. Sorry, friends. I am also much delighted with the fish, so I use the word fish. So you get such information. This is the way how we do. That is what I use the terminology called as harvest to hotel. The place where you harvest the fish till hotel it reach, you will get all the informations. So here your work is to order the food. You are going to scan the ordered food, right? Once you order, right, you will get all the details. The details about the location of harvesting. From that information till what ingredients are added to the fish, up to this you get all informations. This is a good scenario to make you familiarize about blockchain concepts. Friends, from the audience side, even one or two can respond from the audience side. Are you all comfort with this explanation about blockchain concepts? Professors, have I given clear-cut information about blockchain?
Sir, yes, sir. The session is good, sir.
If it sounds good, then I continue with this, ma'am.
Sir, please, sir. It is
Right.
really a fishful session, sir.
Fine. Madam, is my slides moving now?
Sir, yes, sir. It is moving.
Fine,
Good
fine,
idea,
fine.
sir.
Because yeah, because I had a doubt, so I have migrated to other one. Right. Likewise, that's what. Thank you, ma'am. Hedge to hedge, harvest to hotel, you get all the informations. Now, friends, as we are all computer science grads or techies, engineers, we have to look for how we do this practically, right? So we have the concept flow. Friends, this is not only scenario. I'm going to discuss about concepts also and what technologies are used. Later I'm going to discuss about this, because as it is storage, we talk about SQL also, structured query language, and so many things are to come into the picture. And I'm going to show you how it is effective in business, how trends are utilized in current trends, what challenges we are going to face, what researchers are doing, what IT industry is bringing up, Indian scenario as well as global scenario. Anyway, so with this base introduction about this, let us see the concept flow. First, you could see fish is being caught here, right? So it is approved by a section. They fix up the tag, then it is landed. Someone is receiving, they are processing, packaging, selling. Okay, and it comes to some place. Then you trace the history of the product. So now you see the level one caught. You use one gadgets, you fix up some tag, you are retrieving the information. Now using another tag, another device, you are retrieving the information. You are fixing yes, approved. Now you see third area, landed area. There you have mechanisms. Friends, actually this is like tracking the postal. Tracking the postal is only one product. When it is from the postal till it is delivered, we keep tracking. Where it is the tag will tell you where it is crossed. But this will give you all information, right? There only one information. That means the goods are moved from, if it is from Sydney Harbour, right, from Australia, Sydney Harbour, the product is, the shipment is done. Likewise, now it has reached England. It is about to reach Cochin. Likewise, here you get all informations, right? Now the court approved, landed, another person has received. So after receiving, he will put an entry, but with good condition. That's most important. Now it is processed. Now it is packed. Now it is sold, right? Friends, now I'm going so fastly because I made a clear, slow introduction about this. Sorry, not introduction, about this scenario. Now you see, this is one of the concept flow which have been used in one of the plays in New Zealand. So the World Wildlife Foundation have explained this conceptually. This concept is being utilized. This is the concept behind blockchain. So you'll get all information. How do you get all information? Once you scan, in the scanned information, all things are listed out from source to destination. It may be traveling thousands of kilometers. From the fish harvest, the seafood dealers, processing, whether it is exported or imported, whether it is given in retail or distributed, right, which market, whether it is given to domestic shop or restaurant, whether customer takes or consumer going to eat, every information comes here. This is the way hedge to hedge, harvest to hotel. Likewise, now you can understand. I have shown you one concept or one example how blockchain works. Everywhere you fix up the tag. Let us treat the tags as IoT. So blockchain IoT you can understand. Based on this concept, let us look some more how blockchain and IoT are collided together or coalition together. Likewise, friends, before getting into this, because our topic is challenges also, right? So let me concentrate now to next. I told you, I'm going to concentrate different vertical. Now sea is over. Now I'm getting into land. Friends, I'm going to show you one real threat. This particular forum I wish to share not only blockchain with IoT, its challenges, how we are going to face. This is real threat to the entire world, friends. As per statistics, United Nations, Department of Economics has taken a report. They have taken a population report. The report says in 1950, our population was, I mean, the entire global population was 2.5 billion. Exactly after 100 years, that means in 2050, it is going to be 4 times of it, which means close to 10 billion, which is nothing but 9.6 billion. But you can ask me, sir, growing population is a threat. You would say, no, sir, when I was a school child, by the time people say this was right, 80 crore was our population. When I became a college student, they said 100. Now I'm working as a professor in such institution. Now it has crossed 100. I didn't face any threat. You would say. I have seen many economics. In fact, you also see talking about blockchain, IoT. Like this, we have grown with many technology. But I'll tell you one thing, friends. When you go to 2050, the biggest threat is shortage of food across globe, because agriculture land has come down, but population grown up. So looking for food is growing up. So you can ask me, this topic has to be talked in agriculture department. Why you're talking at us? No, we have so many things to do with this. For that, blockchain and IoT is going to support. I'll show you how it is. Friends, this is the threat for what to say population. So based on this, United Nations Food and Agriculture has said by 2050 you need 70% more food. Then you can imagine, that means still we are shortage of food. That's the point, right? We need to produce furthermore 70 percentage. That's the point. If you take India's scenario, today's India ranks second in the world in farming, but here also 64% of the land depending upon the monsoon only. So only 36% is getting okay their own farming. 64% depends upon monsoon. Again, water level also, irrigation 55 to 75% of water is only usage in India, remaining underutilized. Right? Again, 60% of this water also wasted. See, so many things we are doing. We are doing so many things. The available resources we are wasting, and so many things are going. This it's a threat. You can ask me why I'm sharing. It is not only threat to society, but these are some of the challenges you have to take into account when you develop any IoT device or blockchain concepts or any intelligent system. While going for intelligent system, these challenges we have to take into account. So friends, we have to conserve water. That is most important. If you conserve water, that itself will take you to some more years. Friends, I'll show you two different challenges connected with agriculture. One thing you cannot do anything, other thing you can concentrate. See, I told you the first threat is 74% more food. The GDP has come down. Most important, worldwide, 80 crore people are suffering from, right? Worldwide, 80 crore people suffering from hunger. That's most important. That means remaining people are getting food. That's the point I wish to say. Among the remaining people, 8% of world population, they are not getting nutrient food. I'm sorry, friend, this is not current statistics. This is the projected statistics. By 2030, among the available population, 8% of people may not get nutrient food. If the current scenario continues, that's the biggest, again, one of the threat. First thing, people may not get food. The people who are getting food also, they will not get nourished food. All undernourished food only. All malnutrition. Such a way we have this scenario. Then what is the other challenge? We have more pressure. That means weather problem, natural scarcity, pollution, land shortage. Farms, big farms all become small farms. So we are getting low production, heavy deforestation likewise. So climate change, soil has gone down, right? Farmland has degraded. The produced food also wasted. Then now we have to think of one thing, friends. These are some of the challenges. In order to overcome these challenges, we can take the support of IoT, right? I'll tell you how it will be. Then you can connect blockchain to safeguard our agriculture. Thereby, you can produce good nutrient food. So it can be done only by smart farming. So smart farming means you have to connect sensors with systems and you have to monitor. That's the point. Connecting sensor with the system to agriculture is IoT with agri. That's it. Smart agriculture. Precision farming we call. You have to trace back. You have to monitor, keep monitoring. What's the field? What's the light, humidity, temperature, soil moisture? That is what we blockchain comes into the picture, right? So you're going to optimize the natural resources, right, with other resources. You can ask me whether, sir, Shantaraj, whether this transformation will work. You can ask me. Definitely, it will work. I'll make you to accept. Earlier, this was a traditional farming, right? We have come across this. Later, people went for this modern farming, right? This also we have accepted. Later, smart farming, people started using drone for agriculture. So this transformation we accepted. So similarly, we have to accept the IoT with blockchain. I'll go for this. You have to think differently. Innovation is most important. I'll tell you one innovative thought. Earlier, we used to harvest using manually, right? Then somebody had a good idea. Why not we use machine? So they started building a tractor-like structure. This tractor will harvest the crop. Later, another person has upgraded this. That means, see, in the previous case, they will only harvest. They will harvest only the paddy. That's it. Later, they did everything in a single attempt. They harvest. After harvesting, I mean, the dry leaf will go separately. That means the paddy will go separately. The rice grains will go separately. Among the rice, the dust will go separately. Taud, right? It will go separately. And the rice also, small rice, big rice, broken rice, krunai, right? All these things, everything is segregated. This is currently is going on, right? So somebody's novel thought, innovative thought made it happen. Then why not we do that? So such a way we can connect the latest technology into existing field. That's the point. So you can integrate physical world with digital world. So agriculture is here. You connect some transmitters. You connect some drones. So drone and other sensors will collect information through transmitter. It will pass the information to the system. Thereby, you can have a modern technology. You can ask me how well suited is IoT. See this slide, you will accept. In 2003, the small blue color circle is the IoT. Okay, the biggest circle is population. In 2003, just 17 years before. See, within 5 years, by 2008, the population number and IoT usage has become equal. Actually, 2008 it is not given here, but right after 2018, IoT has crossed the population size. So usage of IoT has grown. By 2010 itself, it has crossed our population. 2015, it has doubled. So 2020, you see, now our population is 1, right? But the usage of IoT is 50 billion equipments are there. This is as per statistics. Without statistics, there are so many things. So you can understand that globally, IoT is widely accepted by people for usage. It is not that much hazard. Even compared to mobile, this is okay. Because we use different kinds of equipments, different devices. You can connect, EEG machine to a patient at remote place. You can monitor from remote hospital how that what do you call that patient is. Likewise, so IoT. So now I'm talking about agriculture field. So now I told you in agriculture you can use IoT. I said. So by seeing this slide, you will accept that worldwide IoT is accepted. Right, friends? This is the statistics, right? Very latest, how IoT is emerging. You see, for manufacturing worldwide, 44% industries, 44 people started using for manufacturing. 18% usage is for freight monitoring, right? Logistics. Smart homes, of course, we are utilizing day by day. Asset management, that is also 19%. These are all the broad category where IoT is utilized. But for this storage of information, securing the information, chain of information, tracing the information, we use blockchains. That's the point I wish to convey you here. So globally, IoT is growing year by year. and big business are going. See, 3 years before, the business was $800 billion, right? By current year, it is going to be almost double, 1.4 trillion. Sorry, not double. Sorry, friends, I misspelled. By 2021, the expectation is 1.4 trillion of usage, right? That much, at $1.4 trillion. That's the expectation they are going to have with the IoT. So now, definitely, friends, I'm sure those who have half mind also definitely they'll accept that IoT is going to play a very important role in current trends, right? How IoT plays a role on real life, right? Variety of application, process automation, smart appliances, home automation, healthcare, voice assistance, decision analytics, right? Smart cars, autonomous cars is coming up, right? We all know that smart grids, these things are started using this, right? Similarly, you can understand from newborn child to extreme stage, everywhere we use IoT, right? The infant monitoring, whether right you can make the baby to sleep and you can start your working. Your machine will tell you whether the baby has waken up or not, right? Immediately you can rush, right? A mother can immediately rush to the child in mid of the work. Likewise, health monitoring, smart refrigeration, smart shoes, right? So many things has come nowadays, right? Fitness trackers, child finder, right? Even pet finder. You can leave your dog anywhere. You can tag. The tag tells you where the dog is roaming, where you, at the same time where your child is going on. Even elderly people also. Nowadays, friends, it is nuclear family. People are going for now in nuclear family. The child is going to school and middle age is going for work. Who is there to take care of the elderly people? They are alone. So you can fix up IoT and blockchain information records all their health records. So if something goes wrong, abnormal, immediately the doctor get the information from the blockchain. He'll trace back all the health records of the patient. So without the support of people, autonomously it's working. So IoT comes into our real life, right, friends? I'm just getting into another way of now you accept my word that IoT plays an important role worldwide. We have accepted as like accepting phone, mobile phone, right? In India, or as we are all engineers, we all know that we have enormous resources with us. We have potential people with us. We know how to do the computations. So we have control mechanisms. We can create control mechanisms also. We have good communication infrastructures. Then with the available resources, we can develop so many expert systems. Right? Can't we make changes? Definitely we can make day by day different changes. We can innovate different things. We can bring novel approach. Every novel approach definitely transforms a nation. For that, basically we can take IoT connecting with blockchains. As I told you, physical and digital connecting, so many wonders we can do. I'll show you a few examples. See, now those who don't want theoretical, they can look over these pictures. This is, I'll just show you one sample. How do you do a work? This is, let us assume that a sensor. When I say sensor, you will understand that sensor means it will sense something. This will sense and it will emit signals. These sense signals are converted into values. So we have transformers to convert the signals into values. These values are transmitted to a system. Right? It may be a centralized repository or a processing center. This processing center will process the data which is sensed by a sensor. After processing, it will identify something. Something in the sense, it may get some, based on the data, it will identify whether normal things are going on or some abnormal things are going on. Immediately, it reflects on the machines. Say, for example, suppose you want to control a machine from a remote area through, your sensor will automatically sense and tells you. So it will tell you that yes, now it will operate the machines. So how the machine will operate it is based on the processing center. How processing center will know how it will give instruction based on the value received from the sensor. This is like, friends, I'll tell you, you have a refrigeration, or else let us assume that you have a AC machine. You're running your machine and you're working somewhere. If the heat increases, your sensor will tell you that okay, now the temperature is going up. So automatically your chillness in the AC machine will go up. Suppose the climate has changed, the outside climate, the environment is coming down. That means the temperature is coming down. Then automatically sensor will inform your system that outside temperature is coming down. So automatically you need not take your remote and reduce your chillness. Your machine can automatically operate. So likewise, we have so many mechanisms to work on this. This is the way how things would happen. We can work on any mechanisms, right? So I'll show you one sample also. Before getting some sample, I have worked with a few IoT connections. I'll just tell you. This is one of the soil moisture sensor. This soil moisture sensor, no, if you connect with, if you fix this in the land, it will emit signal. That the signal will pass information to the small storage device. Here actually I have not connected with blockchain. I have connected with only a small storage area where it will store sensor information that such that these are the readings as like our body temperature reading, right? Yeah, it will tell you what's the soil moisture level. That's it, right? Another one is the soil moisture can be connected to another sensor called as PIR sensor, right? There it can be connected with Arduino board. It will perform some actions with this. So how means this Arduino will send data to the database which is connected with the Ethernet shield, right? Thereby, in case of any emergencies, it will send message. Then how do you send message? Because it is connected with GSM modules. So you can understand. So once it is connected with GSM module, it will pass information. And say if you are connected with so many operations, then with GIS, which location, what to be operated, that also will be connected and it will be conveyed to you. If it is with only one equipment, it is simply GSM module alone is sufficient. So likewise, friends, now I'm going to explain you one particular device, how it is managed with the same concepts. Let us assume that, or let us see that how we can manage the water for a crop. As you all know, in agriculture, seed is put onto the soil. Soil definitely it will grow the crop, and you always go to the field and you check agriculture field and you check whether water is required to the particular crop. Instead, if you are at a remote place, right, from there, how do you connect your land, agriculture land? Do we have concepts? Yes, we have concepts. How to do that? Just look into this. First, I'll tell you why to use this crop water management. See, pumping the water from the well, it will result in wastage of water. As you waste of water, sometimes it leads to insufficient to the crops. I'll tell you, see, you have water in the well, today you're using it. Sometimes the water will be wasted in the, because you may not be knowing whether it reaches the crop. You have to go and check everything. Sometimes if you're not in the place, you may not be knowing it. So once you pump out all the water, then the water scarcity will come and it will not be supplied to the proper crops. This is one point. Another thing is, if you clearly handle, you can store water. As much water required, that much water alone can be used. Remaining water can be used for another crops, or to the same crop you can use in another day. So you're safeguarding your water level. What for that you're going for automation. In this automation, friends, audience side, I wish to get one information. Am I so faster or still I'm bugging with much theoretical? Am I keep on continuing without? I'm not getting you, friends. Is this the way I convey reach you?
Sir, it is okay only, sir. We can follow you, sir.
Sir, in chat window they have
Yeah,
posted that fine, sir. Okay.
fine. That's fine. Thank you, sir. So, friends, I wish to convey you how to do this one thing, automation. So, this automation is sending an alert message to the farmer when the moisture level goes down or increase. How? So, there is a sensor fixed in the along with the crop field. It will sense and send, as I shown in the previous slide. It will go to the center, I mean processing center. It will give a message or some alert signal to the farmer will be at some remote place. You know what he will do? He will dial. He will take his phone. He will dial. Once he dial, the communication will come to the motor. Now motor will pump the water. So once he calls, the motor will keep pumping the water and the water will reach the crop. Once the crop receives sufficient water, again the sensor will give information to the center. Center in the sense processing center that now the soil gets some moisture. Immediately the farmer will give one more ring. Now the water will be stopped. So this is the way how water is managed. So it is accurate irrigation technology. This will lead to reduced water usage. At the same time, it will improve productivity. See, because of small automation, how you are improving the productivity. So likewise, precision farming, right, friends? So I have explained with one concept. Remain there. I'll just go quickly because almost 1.5 hours is over. I know bugging with more information will make you sleep. So precision farming, friends, previous example and all, I have in person I have looked into this. That's what I'm sharing, right? So precision farming, connecting with satellite, people can do. I don't know whether you've seen this some time before. In Hindu, an article came. I think almost a year back. I don't know the exact thing. I think yes, science and technology. In that particular, right, a person, actually an Indian, who has got some land in down south of Tamil Nadu, but he is residing in UK. From there, he is controlling the farm because satellite farming, right? Right. So he keeps observing, he keeps assess everything, he keeps monitor all those things. For that, he connects with many devices, remote sensing, GPS, GIS, so many things are connected. It's well connected. Information is tracing back. You can see the picture, right? Weather station, soil moisture, evaporation, decision support. So many things. With smartphone, you can control all this data. Then and there, it is stored in the blocks and it comes in the chain. That's the point I wish to convey here. So likewise, you can handle, right, friends? You can have a quick look of this slide where applications of IoT comes into the picture. We can predict soil level, moisture level. If any predators comes, that also you can identify. If predator comes, that also you can identify. Irrigation is monitored. Damage caused by, in fact, no, image processing also can be used. Damage caused, disease affected to the leaf, disease affected to the stem, what to handle. So that's what we call as precision farming, right? How pests can be added to increase the productivity, water conservation. So all these things gives a good livelihood to the farmers. This information leads to the concepts of blockchain. With the support of IoT, we connect with blockchain. This is one of the good example to have a quick look of circular supply chain, also blockchain. Let me start the picture from here as like the same seafood concepts. See, farmer is producing the crop. How means he takes the farm, he segregate the farm to make good agriculture products, right? He do all kind of things. Then he'll harvest, right? Then is transfer. It it is shipment goes on and on. The example is coffee products, right? Yeah, coffee product is it will be hilly areas. So coffee estates. So coffee estates, you'll have thick forests. They'll segregate into farms. There they crop coffee plants. You'll get coffee grains. grains are sold to the shop. From the shop, it goes to different hands. One point of time, you as a customer, you buy the coffee powder, you make coffee, you drink coffee, you feel it is so tasty. Immediately, you are making a biometric payment. Now the payment, that means to appreciate the maintenance of the coffee. The coffee is very good. It is organic. How well it is maintained. So I wish to appreciate the farmer. So I wish to give him a gift. So you are paying a tip to the farmer. This biometric payment straight away. That's what we call supply chain. Again, goes back to the chain, right? To the farmer. How means by tracing back. By tracing back. That's what by chain of information. You have all the information to the farmer, and he gets good business and good appreciation also, such that he has produced a good coffee. Likewise. So this is one of the point without middlemen, right, friends? Is this modern technology is connected with only with one component? No, it is connected with almost all the modern technologies. What are the modern technology we have? In today's world, we are working with precision farming, artificial intelligence, right? Even if you take down the line, almost more than several decades, people started working, still they are working. And emerging nanotechnology, drone technology, today's big business, data analytics, everywhere you can connect IoT with blockchain, right? So it is connected with all those things. You do all kind of processing to make a big business across the world and more researchers. So in this modern technology, connecting with IoT blockchain, you have so many things to do for the agriculture. I don't want to waste time saying this. You just have a quick look of this, right? GPS, GIS, satellite image, drone technology, everything is connected. For this, you can develop many softwares. You can merge data sets, right? Different types of agriculture, everything you do. Once you do all those things, you see here, image processing is captures all those things. Crop maintenance is done by things, right? In order to find out the climate sensor is there. To check soil temperature, soil sensor is there. That is moisture level. Based on this irrigation, see, friends, here you see water level, nutrient level, soil level, everything is well connected. If nutrient shortage is there, automatically you pump up pest accordingly, right? In fact, you can have a solar system also. Everything is well connected here. So you connect many devices here, and you keep monitoring all this. See, data can be stored in cloud also. You can use cloud computing, edge computing, fog computing. You see so many things. You can develop any type of smart services, right? So not only IoT, see intelligent. You're developing not only smart system, you're developing intelligent agri systems. That means automatically everything happens here. Soil temperature has gone down, pump more water. Then you see this sensor will tell you what is the level of water available in the well, or what is the water level in the soil. Everything is connected here. So as you connect AI with industrial IoT, everything is connected, well connected here, right, friends? In modern scenario, you can connect IoT with blockchain to handle not only agriculture, normal crops, but desert agriculture, sea water farming, vertical or urban farming. Of course, we have roof garden, right? In roof garden nowadays, people started growing more, agriculture crops. That is also for this you can connect with IoT with blockchain. It is surprise for you to see. Of course, you might have heard about desert agriculture, but so for you, sea water farming, it is also available nowadays, friends. So on the sea surface, they float some floating area on which they are growing agriculture products, and sensors are connected. From ground station you control everything. Control this, you cannot control the growth of the crop, but in order for the growth, what to be supplied, that can be connected well with you. Similar desert agriculture also similar. Vertical urban farming you all know well, right? Vertically you have so many food products, right? I wish to show you only two samples here with modern scenario. Hydroponics, algae feedstock. Hydroponics is nothing but it's a method of growing plants without soil. That means using seawater with technology. So when I say technology, his IoT plays a role here. So based on the past statistics, you can understand, okay, this is the level of growth of this particular crop. So this month, so this week, it has come to this level. Then you check with the old one because old data is available with you in a safer way. Okay, then next level, then you would say, okay, now this is the level of crop, and you will accept it. What could be next? What could be next is again every time you keep monitoring and checking with this. This is growing plants in the sea. Algae feedstock. Algae feedstock is not our food. It is a food for fish. Aquaculture farming. Because see, friends, I told you, know, some herbal or any different types of aquaculture uh, would help the fish to get more nutrient. Then if the people eat that particular fish, they will get more nutrient. So the fish that belong to a region where the particular crop is available, right? That's also there. So you can develop or you can grow that kind of algae. Excuse me. Sorry, friends. You can create that much aquaculture farming in the any water bodies. So water bodies also contains some crops which is supporter for fish, that also is added in this blockchain. That's most important. I wish to take you to the old scenario what I discussed. You see, this is algae. This algae is eaten by a fish. Right now, you recall the early application what I discussed. Earlier I said harvest to hotel. So harvest tell you where it was caught. Now I am adding one more information that fish eat what type of plants. That plant is available which portion of sea or whether it is healthy. All those things comes into picture. So harvest to hotel tells you about the fodder of the fish, the consumption, the nutrients, all those things. This could be done only with the support of IoT and blockchain. This is a successful business formula in today's world, right, friends? Now let us see in what way blockchain is contributed for our pandemic situation. Friends, again, recall our topic is the challenges and the trends after pandemic. So far I've conveyed you, if you choose any topic or any domain, what challenges you will face, how to handle this connecting with IoT. That's the thing I was conveying. You can so far I've shown you agriculture field concept for blockchain. I showed you one fish example. Connecting these two, you can connect with anything. In fact, you can think over healthcare also. Healthcare and patient will be kept at one place. He will be connected to a remote location doctor. Right? If something goes wrong to the patient, the IoT will fetch information, pass to the doctor. Doctor will send immediately the ambulance to the or nearby ambulance will go to the patient. Likewise, so many things. And before the patient reaches the hospital, the doctor can advise the ambulance driver, not the driver, the ambulance keeper, right? The nurse who is in the ambulance to give first aid medicine. Because through blockchain, the doctor will read the history of the patient. So when the doctor will read, when he get an alert, how he gets alert from the IoT device, which is connected with the what to say patient. Likewise, we have so many things, right, friends? This is one of the sample for healthcare domain. Likewise, you can work on different things, right, friends? Now, let us see the blockchain's contributions on pandemic situations. So, in this pandemic situations, we have faced a lot, like what to say, uh, the challenges. See, during lockdown, people are looking for to safeguard the people. People in the sense experts, medical people, or government authorities. So they faced so many issues like collecting the data, how many people are affected because it is unexpected pandemic. So they were not known what is the statistics, how it enters, what people are affected. They know, so expert also, they were not in a position to identify everything. This is first issue. Then they got some information that is, even though they do not know whether it's correct information. Even day by day, we get some information over television. So to convey to the television, who will provide information? Someone need to provide information. Whether it's manipulated data, correct information, nobody knows it. So expert also faced a lot whether data is trustable or not. That's the thing, right? And the next challenge is they need some reliable data that to current, up-to-date informations related with the virus. Coronavirus means corona or any other virus. Okay, whatever it is, how it is spreaded, who are the people affected, which location of the people, all those things. Even the clinical lab data could not be considered as faithful data because they are not properly. Actually, I don't want to blame the clinical lab. What I mean to convey you is, based on the clinical lab data also, the decision makers could not take proper decision because it is not properly monitored, because they do not know how to handle the patient, where to monitor. Likewise, of course, our people, the forerunners or the front runners, like housekeeping, medical people, and other volunteers, right? Police department, and so many people, administrative, have given a wonderful contribution to today's society. That is really a huge contribution to the society. Of course, that we cannot measure out. Somehow, after 1 year, they have come to, I won't say it is halt, they have reduced to some extent. But earlier, they couldn't get any data from the technology side. That means they didn't have this data. So since the data was not properly monitored, it was not properly stored, they were not able to collect the data. If they have collected, they might be knowing this data. So later, the expert felt, why not we incorporate IoT with blockchain to this pandemic? How to do this? If everything is well connected, these challenges would have been addressed. See, this is blockchain participating nodes. When I say nodes, you can understand it is the nodes are connected with different domains. Like all nodes can be treated as IoTs. I mean any device. Once a patient or testing labs or hospitals or governments or any authorities, if all are, if everywhere we have some nodes, if these nodes are connected, right, and if it pass some information, if those data are appended chain by chain, then blockchain stores all this information. There we have a DLT. I told you, yeah. So data ledger technology, right? So this ledger holds all these informations. Then you could guess something from that. You would have got some reliable data. So here, after if something goes wrong, definitely you have a chain of information where we will receive some reliable data which will have up-to-date information, because if it is well connected. So these documents on the ledger, that means either online or offline data. Here the patient's records, how they are tested, the results of the tests, what kind of treatment they have taken, everything is entered then and there. So these data, this will provide some verifiable data. It is not bogus data, it is not manipulated data. All it ensures validation here. So such verified data, as it is with blockchain, these data are kept so securely, because one patient's data is sensitive, it cannot be shared to others. So this sensitive data helps a lot to make decision making by the administrators. For that, our concept DLT, distributed ledger technology, this distributed ledger technology, which is a part of blockchain, this would help a lot in securing data and providing verifiable data, integrity of the data. Here, the ledger consists of distributed, decentralized, right? Very often public data. It is transparent. This available of data, as it is connected with peer-to-peer networking, everywhere, whoever wants data, I mean authorized people, they get the data. The data is available. At the same time, you keep monitoring everything. All things are recorded here. The recording of the COVID patient's information. That means what symptom he got at the beginning, how it was, how it increased, right? What problem he faced, from which location he belongs to, from where he came from. He belongs to Salem region, but 2 days before he went to Chennai. Something like all details will come there, right? So from whether it is brought from Chennai or whatever it is. So if it is from Chennai, this particular location to Salem, this location he has traveled. Immediately they give a caution to the particular people, right? People, those who come from Chennai East, those are in Salem, please quarantine yourself. Likewise, so these kind of things would tell you, then and there it would tell you if it is connected with blockchain. So the history of health conditions. Similarly, once a patient is connected, different age group of patients are admitted. Every patient will have their own issues, health issues. For that also they need to be treated. So all history comes into the picture. So these things are well connected if it is well connected with what you call blockchain. So here I have a quick look of the right side portion, patient discharge, right? Because you could get everything, what to say, or else we'll go from the base, the patient record, right, based on the COVID, what lab testing he got, or what lab testing was done, what was the result says, whether it's positive or negative, whatever it is, right, whether it's uploaded on time, right, then the tag that is attached with the patient, right, whether it's a quarantine period, whether he maintained it, everything. So all details are admitted with the patients. So the treatment given to the patient, right? The status of the treatment, right? How effective it was, and when he was discharged. After discharge, again following the patient, whether he has gone to his own home or somewhere else, whether there he quarantined, how long, all these things comes into the picture. Thereby, you create a safety society, right? And some more contribution in the pandemic situation. See the data about different infection times. That is most important. Different times where infection happens in which location. It happens in the VOC Nagar of Salem. It happens in the old bus stand area, something like that. So the exact location, what type of infection, which area, so what to do. Of course, in the field visit, people have done a lot, but if it is connected with IoT and blockchain, then the immediate action would have taken. So these things to reduce the death rate, that's what, right? If something is affected, if prediction is there, you can predict. If not, at least after it is affected, your machine will give you caution. So tracking the patient's movement, the affected areas can be identified. That area you can caution, right? So what kind of disease he is affected with, what kind of things you are fighting with, all those things notified here. So monitoring the patient with high potential every stage of walkthrough. In that walkthrough, you'll get perfect data then and there, stage by stage. So when I say stage by stage, every stage you will provide information to the blocks. All those blocks are day by day, date by date. Those real-time data are appended in the blockchain. So it would provide a pandemic-free zone such that based on the past symptoms, you can alert other area to safeguard the particular zone, which would be a pandemic-free zone. So I wish to convey you some ongoing projects with respect to blockchain, how the blockchain secure data. These data are received through IoT, right? So there are many analysis are going on with the usage of artificial intelligence, right? So AI-based solutions are being provided or undergoing, still certain things are going. One is user privacy protection. Once you take the data from the blockchain, definitely data is protected, right? Another one is medical supply chain management. Definitely, all this I'm talking about during the pandemic situation, right? Because sometimes certain medicines are not available. So if it goes down, the shortage of medicine immediately through medical supply chain, they are able to get the medicines. Similarly, donation tracking, right? So this someone is donating certain things, whether it reaches the particular patient or people, all those things. See, in a remote area, area is blocked due to COVID. So people are donating from other area, whether food or something else, whether it reaches the people on time, right? If it is delayed, the food will be wasted. So all those things can be, you can have a surveillance system like. Similarly, the public surveillance systems like it is so effective and robust such that people are healthy or not. It will create a safe zone likewise. Additionally, disease control, likewise so many things, everything is connected with IoT and you can work. In fact, friends, we can think over something, you can take a small problem from the problem, we can work with different verticals. Right, friends? So I wish to show you some existing solutions with blockchain solution. There are many work is going on. I'm just showing only the glimpse. These are the trendsetters, right? In today's trendsetter, right? There is one thing called as hash log, B chain, right? Likewise, we have many. I'm just showing only 2 or 3. In this hash log, this is in Georgia. They are developed this, right? Georgia based health technology. It's a startup. They've started working on DLT, right? Data ledger technology, right? Or as distributed ledger technology. In the distributed ledger technology, they store the data and they maintain. This ensures the log and the data visualization of the coronavirus affected in one particular area. Because of this app, which was developed in Georgia by a small startup, this helped a lot, right, to control the disease, which is being widely accepted by and appreciated by World Health Organization, right? So it's an app that observes all the data. It maintains a log. In the log, you all know how many people affected, when those people have been treated. All data are stored and it is kept for visualization for the public to be safeguarded. So this is one of the hash log product. Another one is VChain. This product is highly useful for monitoring the vaccine production. Whether vaccine, because whichever they say as vaccine, then we have to accept. No other go. Whether it is produced on time, whether it has got life, how long it is produced, whether it is given to the market, which countries, whether it reaches a particular country. Say, for example, if it is produced in India, whether it reaches Italy, Italy worst area, worst affected area. I'm not saying Italy is worst area. If I misspelled, I'm so sorry. In the Italy, the corona was worstly affected. So when they reach all those things notified by one product called as VChain. Friends, these are the existing one I'm talking about. Similarly, there is one more product called as Hyperchain. These are some of the trendsetters in today's world during COVID time. So it is donation-based platform. This is developed to support the government health organization in China, actually, right? So this is connected to millions of nodes because their population is more, and they started checking whether many users they got into the picture, whether all the users, whether I mean the product, whether it reach, I mean the medical kit, whether it reach the population, I mean the public. So many users can reach to the particular medical kits through this particular product. This product will inform you today 200 medical kits are coming to this particular region. So people belongs to this region go with the ration card and collect the such as it. How do you get this information? By connecting with the IoT, and it is keep track by the blockchain to see whether the goods have been dispatched from Chennai, whether it is reaching Chellam, whether it is going to be distributed in the particular place. That is what Hyperchain. So this is donation-based platform to see whether donated medicine reach the society. Friends, shall I continue for another few minutes? Organize the professors.
Yes, Professor. No issues.
Right. See another one called as PHBC. Actually, this is it is verify. It is just to verify. They keep on monitor continuously, and it is to verify whether they are free from coronavirus. See, that means they will check everywhere. If the particular location is free from coronavirus, that also they will maintain. And they'll inform this place is not affected. Others, the affected people need not go to this particular place. Likewise. So it is anonymous checking place on the community as well as workplace. And they restrict the people such that unaffected people should not go to affected area and affected people should not enter into unaffected area. Likewise, so they safeguarded both the people. So likewise, these are the different things. I'm just showing only the glimpse. Now let us see who are the trendsetters for blockchain and IoT. So far, I have shown you blockchain with IoT during pandemic situation. Now I wish to show you, because our topic is post-COVID. That means after COVID, what can we do? Because this data has got value, so many value. It has created so many value. Using this data, why not we develop something? Even teachers can motivate the student to do this. We can motivate our research scholars to do a small product. Definitely, I'm sure it would be a marketable product. You can believe my words. Friends, it's not advice, it's a suggestion, because we are all colleagues, we are all friends. I'm also a teacher, right? So I'm just sharing from my end. That's it. So the combination of blockchain and IoT, it creates a big business in the marketplace by sharing the data. The data has got value, right? I'll show you who are the trendsetters in our place, right? In the industry. The Deloitte has created a product called as COT, Chain of Things. The product name is Maru, M-A-R-U. It's an integrated blockchain with IoT hardware. It provides some solutions, right? What for? For identity. Simply that identity has to be secured, and it is used for interoperations. For that, they produce one product called as Maru. So I'm just showing what are things are carried out in today's world. So they use different use cases called chain of security, chain of solar, chain of shipping. So from this you can understand they fetch some data, they store this data, they secure the data, it is transferred. This one. Another product developed by Deloitte is modem.io. This modem is nothing but, this is mainly for sensors, right? Yeah, they connect the sensor through which they fetch some information, that to environment. So these data are highly secured. That means it maintains the integrity of the data, right? When a product is transferred across different locations, the sensor will store. I'll go back to our example. After you fish, the fishing is from the shore. It is transferred to different location in a container. The container will have temperature monitoring machines. So that it will observe the temperature and gives information to the system, to your office. And from your office, you will control that container such that now it is going in a plain area where you have hot sun. So increased temperature, something like that. So the goods are well maintained such that it is not decayed, it is not affected. So goods are unaffected. So modem is one of the product developed by Deloitte, which is connected with well connected with sensors to record environmental changes and its conditions to maintain temperatures. Likewise, this is during transit. IBM has developed a blockchain platform. It is connected with cloud world, right? Multi-cloud world. There they carry all the IoT data. They record all the information. They put the data into the block. As data is in the block, you can understand it is secured. It is immutable data. So blockchain. They have developed so many. I just list a few things: freight transformation, logistics, component tracking, right? And yeah, what component? Log operation maintenance data. So during operations, during any kind of operations, how they maintain the logs, everything, so that they can identify what goes normal, normalcy or abnormalcy. Everything is identified here. Likewise, there are more and more contributions on the blockchain are growing in today's world. Friends, first I told you some scenario, then I connected blockchain with IoT, then I showed you what are challenges you face, and I showed you one application with agriculture, what challenges I told you, physical nature-wise, environmental, all things we have to take into account. Now I'm coming for technical contributions. As this is related with many use cases, right? So it is connected with storage. So what technical we can contribute? As I told, as it is with database, definitely SQL plays an important role. Using structured query language, we have higher end queries that will maintain smart contracts. I told you, smart contracts deals with DLT. So that is plays an important role in blockchain. So SQL holds the data with secure manner such that using these SQL queries, you can fetch the data from the chain of informations. And similarly, definitely the data is highly maintained with the backup and nothing goes wrong because you have the recovery mechanisms. And ledger will store the data. There is no chance of pruning data. You have got good arching of data. Everywhere you have the checkpoint. That is also maintained. Similarly, you might have studied in the database Byzantine faults. These faults are tolerated here. The Byzantine fault tolerance is handled here. Good governance, efficient performance, inter-network support, everything comes here. Thereby, we maintain the privacy and confidentiality, right? And we use crypto systems. So all these things are integrated with blockchain. As we connect with IoT, we are bringing everything into the picture. We have auditing. That means log is there, so nothing goes wrong. If something goes wrong, immediately you can fetch and see where the things goes wrong. That patch you can do. You can patch up that particular place. Right, friends. Now I'm entering into research perspective. How this blockchain is entering into. So blockchain applications. Very first, friends. Blockchain application are not that much sound to fight against COVID because we were not known what is COVID. So earlier they felt no very tough handling this, but later blockchain plays an important role in mitigating the challenges. See, once affected is affected, no doubt. But now you can guess if something starts at one place, immediately you can be so cautioned by getting the information. Now you are in a position to mitigate the challenges that we face during pandemic situations. For that, blockchain supports a lot. How means we have the provision of contact, right? Where this is, contact, right? The communication between one to one. This contact means any contact. If a person is affected, where it moves, where it contact, everything is traced likewise. So thereby you can maintain the immunity of the people as well as the society. That's also. This can give more information. It can support a lot to government authorities, medical authorities, policy makers. Everybody will get latest information, day by day information likewise. So you can have systematic reviews and those things can be reported then and there to the public. That's what I said. Blockchain is a transparent one. So this transparent will give transparent as well as immutable data. So you can ensure whatever data you receive as a valid data, authentic data. These are the research perspectives are happening after COVID. Similarly, blockchain versus IoT. As I told you, IIoT, for industrial IoT, many research is going on. E-health, intelligent transportation system, mobile commerce, video surveillance, electric vehicles, right? Food source, smart grid, everything, and autonomous vehicle. This is also has become so connecting with so many things. Autonomous vehicle, you all know well, right? Humanless. So many things has come. With the support of robotics, also many work is going on globally. New York Institute of Technology, Natural Science Foundation of China, and so many people started working on these emerging concepts. Similarly, once you connect with these kind of things, see the research, they are focused towards business. That means if you have some novel idea, novel things with you, those things research concepts can be focused to your idea that can be made as a marketable product. See, there are so many things like transcripts, search engine, using which you attain so many things, and you can bring more analytics. All those things has become a big business, not only big business, big role play with the support of IoT and blockchain in today's world. So there are strategy of information are taken, thereby you identify who are the companies. Say for example, if you belong to an education institution, you can take the statistics of currently where you are, what you are progressing. So your information you can connect with your own people, whether is there any competitors for you, what they are doing, in what way you can grow, all those things. So there are transcripts. Using search engine you can fetch all those information, you can do analytics, right? So not only education institution, any product, suppose you can fetch information about a soap product, right? And you can give an analytics to the particular soap company. These are your strength, these are the things you have, the challenges which is done by the other soap company, which you can overcome. So it is, friends, today it's a business, right? And patent analytics, what you are currently doing, what's next, your innovation. These things you can identify. So to see what's next innovation, that can be obtained using patent analytics. Similarly, business relationship. This is, on the manager side, on the decision making side, there's a quick look of the company's competitors, partners. Suppose you want to take a decision in an auction, right? Suppose you are going for a bidding. You want to see, shall we go beyond this? You will plan well in advance, but on the spot you have to take a decision. So if you touch your system will tell you, it will collect more information with IoT, and your blockchain will pass information about your competitors, what data they are doing, what not. It's not threatening the data. I'm telling you, friends, this is not theft data. It is the data collected and stored in your business, and it will tell you these processes are going on in your industry. It is successful. You can append this latest technology. This will give you a business. So you can have a quick decision on the spot. You can take for this quick information about competitors, partners, your strength, what others are considering your strength. All this information comes. This is the research on the business. In Indian scenario, what are things going on? There are many attempts on various vertical. It is going on. Telemedicine for diabetics. This was, this is a problem faced during COVID. During COVID, the diabetics people, they didn't get medicine. So through blockchain, they pass the information. This is the patient. This set of patients belongs to this particular area, this location of the country, are suffering a lot with shortage of medicine. So immediately through telemedicine, they got the information, they have transmitted. All these things are identified and verified and handled with blockchain, with IoT. And other than this, trade finance, cross-border payment between country to country. It is not done across all the countries. This cross-border payment is experimented between India and Middle East. Few banks, they have done this. They have successfully done this. Supply chain financing also has been done. Bill discounting is done by one of the company from India with Philippines government. Loyalty is maintained. Digital identity, because for this digital identity plays very important role. Suppose you're going for a government organization work, they want to verify your data, then they can take the Aadhaar card data and digitally they can verify from the spot. They need not verify with anyone. Suppose a person want to give jobs, they need not verify their basic education system from the going to the college. They'll get everything. Likewise, the Indian scenario, Indian banks, few business corporation. In fact, one of the stock exchange, they started working with blockchain with IoT. And from government side also, Niti Aayog has initiated for these concepts. They this KYC, they started maintaining that too in a digital mode. eKYC is maintained because you know when if you see down the line for past 2 years, all the banks, all the insurance companies started calling you, provide this KYC. If it is maintained in proper blockchain, then if you give the particular code alone, that particular organization will automatically fetch information. They need not do anything. Similarly, the transaction that is executed in international trade, finance, remittance, everything the government is planning right now. Bill discount, money transfer, all these things are going on in Indian scenario. But as I said at the beginning, you can think of something as a small problem. That problem really can work. I wish to show you only a quick look of one proposal. Right, this proposal, this is a research proposal, is being worked out by one IT industry in India. They are trying for blockchain based ALC processing. ALC processing, we all know, letter of credit. This is import export. People are using this because sometimes from our country people are sending goods. After reaching the goods only they make the payment. Sometimes it has become falsified. Some people have missed their money. That is what government policy says. Once shipment is done, immediately money will be transmitted. So how to believe? These people says I have sent the goods, but you believe that they will send the remaining amount. What to do? Blockchain has supported a lot. Have a quick look, friends. You are placing the order, right? You are connecting with the bank such that if the goods are completed, then this bank will provide the money to the supplier. Right now you are exporting the food, right? You are initiating the shipment. I'm just having a quick look. Within 1 minute, I finish this. You are verifying the goods. It is shipment is done. Product is received at the receiving end, right? They will verify because everywhere the tag is there. The tag tells you from where it is passed, how it is transmitted, whether it is good condition. Yes, receiving also good condition. Immediately, everywhere the data is entered in the block, chain by chain, you get information. For that, we connect IoT. Once it is connected and once ALC is over, that means letter of credit is done. Immediately, the money is, the money payment is done by the bank to the concerned supplier, the product supplier. So through this concept, the product supplier get the money in a full condition, the full money without any disturbance. This is one of the sample done by blockchain concepts, which is it's a proposal, a research proposal done by being carried out by a IT industry. So friends, I'll just come for the final touch of this. With the efficiency of human, that means we people, right? With our efficiency, we can connect blockchain with IoT, and we can focus towards many sustainability in our day-to-day life. Any product, so we can handle everything in a smoother way, such that it will give more, products which has got safety facilities across the world. Thereby, we can increase our business level. We can increase the research. We can increase, the research products among the students as well as among the society. That will lead to healthy society because it will create a big business. So that if we create more business using IoT blockchain, the society will flourish. It will create so many harmony, and it will blossom glorified. So because of IT revolution, everybody will agree, IT has given a big boon, a big business to India, right? We all know that everywhere across India, we have a big business, right? The real estate, the construction, everyone has gone because of the IT field. Department stores, so many malls, agriculture fields, products, so many advancement has come because of this. So if we grow more and more with our blockchain and IoT, definitely we can come up with many products. So with this, I wind up the session. I am looking for some queries from your side. Before taking the queries, once again, I wish to thank Mahendra Engineering College for providing me a wonderful opportunity, which is being given by AICTE. So thanks for the invite, professors. I thank Dr. Kannan, Dr. Prasanna, and other organizers for being in touch with me and giving me a wonderful opportunity to meet all these professors and sharing my thoughts in this nice forum. Thank you, professors. I'm just looking for the queries from your side.